Hello, everyone, and welcome to Of Gunpowder and Brass, Episode 2. It's nice to see you all back here, and it's nice to see our team. So, if I could get everyone to introduce themselves, starting with Melody, that'd be great.
You always go with me first. I am Fane Natlow. I am a druid, high elf, and I'm a. Oh, I guess that's it. I'm druid and high elf.
Okay. All right, Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I am playing Lygeia Raven Shadow. I am also a High Elf Druid.
Okay. And Will.
I'm Will playing Jalaria, a female goblin rogue.
Okay. And finally, Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike. Tonight I'm playing Saren, and he is a blue dragonborn war cleric.
All right. So last we left off, everyone had collected themselves to the tavern. Oh, we're missing the sorcerer for now, so hopefully he'll show up later. But everyone had collected themselves to the tavern and come up with the idea that they were going to. Oh, what were you guys going to do again?
We were waiting for the cult members to come out so we can apprehend a couple of them and ask them what they're doing and kidnapping people from the poorhouse.
Right. So at the rundown tavern in the middle of the poor district. So, all right. Any questions or updates before we take off? All right. So it is midday by the time that you've arrived at the tavern, and you find yourselves in this dingy place, just wondering how long you're going to have to stay around here with this smell.
Yeah, and I'm not real thrilled. They seriously water down the drinks in this place.
For sure. It's probably about half and half by the time it gets to you.
I think our sorcerer friend is wandered off aimlessly somewhere.
Yeah.
Got himself lost again.
So you hear a commotion coming from the back room, and then out march 4 people in their robes, blood red robes, and with each of them bearing a sword and a pistol at their waist.
So the commotion was like,
Them getting
okay,
up and leaving.
okay, we're done. It's time to go. Sort
Yeah.
of thing.
So what do you do?
I say we wait till they walk out of the tavern because we don't really want to make a commotion in the middle of the.
First of all, are we inside or outside?
You're inside the tavern. You're in its common room. There's about 2 other people in there at this time, both of whom look like they've been there all day and look like they're planning to be there all night.
They probably can't get up from the seats they're at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. I think of just about work. You said there's 4 of them,
Yes.
and are they in the common room yet, or heading that way?
They're heading through the common room right now.
Okay. Damn it. I have an idea. It's chancy as hell, but it just might work.
Good luck.
I motioned to Saren to back outside. The 2 druids outside motioned to the Bugbear to stay inside and create a diversion. I try to slip outside.
All right. So you're gonna go. You're all sending everyone outside to follow the presumably cult members.
Yep.
Okay.
What is the Bugbear's diversion for? Can't
Just to
we
creep-
just walk out the door?
In case there's more of them, you want somebody guarding the rear.
The bugbear starts singing.
Yeah, I think that would be a diversion.
Yeah, exactly.
At which point everybody in the bar runs out the front door.
Actually, it's surprisingly good, if very strange. It's a goblin
works.
song, so it's very fast-paced and guttural, but they managed to roll an 18, so with their penalty, it's only a 17. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Nope.
I don't think I've ever heard a Bugbear sing before.
And do you really want to?
Have you ever seen a bugbear in real life?
And do you really want to?
It works. It worked.
Oh yeah, the cultists turn around and look back at the bugbear, in fact. Like, what the hell is happening with that?
Yeah,
As you all slip out the front door.
I bet the bartender's really surprised.
Yeah. But he's not going to say anything because it's a bugbear, so.
Well, yeah, it's like,
Okay.
you wouldn't say he had a horrible voice if you wanted to live.
Exactly. So you've all slipped outside, and eventually presumably the cultists come outside to follow you. Well, they aren't following you, they're just following you. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mine is out the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
They couldn't stand the bugbear singing either. They wanted to get the hell out of there.
They're definitely confused by it for sure.
I would love to try to take a pot shot at the first one through the door.
Okay.
I'm going to use, let me flip, short bow, which I have 20 arrows for.
So we're not going to try diplomacy and talking to them first. We're just going to come out swinging.
There's a reason for it. There's 4
Yeah,
of
you're
them. We only need 1 or 2.
Yeah, but then he'll run back and say, "Someone killed our comrade."
Let's see, plus 5. Yeah, modified 22.
That'll hit.
I just had the world's worst image.
And that is plus 3 damage, which short bow is D8, I believe.
D6.
D6. Okay, so 1d6.
Bugbear on stage
And I roll a 4.
in Elvis's Vegas outfit.
Oh, please.
Tremendous.
Get that out of my head now.
God, Mike.
And then I'll take my bonus action to hide.
Okay. So you take a pot shot at one of them, manage to hit, and do, what was it, 7 damage?
Yep.
All right.
7 total damage.
So the first one out the door, gets hit by an arrow in his chest, and turns and looks around at you all, and of course, give me your hide check.
Hide check. That is +5. 16.
Okay, including you, noticing everybody, and says, "Get them! Get these fuckers!" So let's go to initiative.
Good one there, William.
I think my first target's going to be the goblin werewolf.
yeah.
16 plus 3, modified 19.
First target will be the goblin.
12. No, sorry, 13. My initiative's 2, not 1.
20.
13.
And Saren?
Is 12.
All right. So we'll start with Melody. I'm sorry, Fane.
I step back away from my comrades, but close enough to the people, and I do Moonbeam.
Okay. So that's a, 5-foot area targeted on one of them
Yeah.
within 60 feet of you?
I think. Let me double check that.
Yep, 5-foot radius cylinder, 40 feet high within 120 feet of you. So you're able to catch 3 of them in it, and they'll give you their constitution saves.
And it's a 2d10.
Well, depending on, yeah, they didn't save, so 2d10 damage.
Where's my d10? D10 there. Is that the d10? That's the d8.
We basically all 4 walked out the door.
Correct.
How are we, where are they and where are we? And
So they're moving in a line, although 2 of them are next to each other, and they're coming out through the door right now. The rest of you are all grouped up close together in a basically a square, since you didn't really give me any other image of what you'd like to do.
Fair enough. I can work with that.
so we're outside.
Yes.
We've walked through the doorway. They're still
in the doorway or coming through it. Right now, you're going, or what Melody's getting is the first guy that came out, and then the 2 that followed him. And
8.
then 8 damage?
8 and 9.
8 and 9. Okay.
17 damage. Nice.
All right. And then the last guy is still in the doorway.
Just saying, as people get cooked.
Yeah.
And a bugbear behind him.
All right, Will? Or I should say,
Jalaria.
Jalaria. Yes.
Right.
I'm going to take him. Is the one I already put an arrow in still standing?
Yes.
I am going to take a 5-foot step to my left and attempt to put another arrow in him.
So it will be your move action. There is no 5-foot step, but
Okay.
I get what you're
And
saying.
modified 20.
That'll hit.
And damage is another 4 points of damage, plus 3 for 7 points of damage.
Okay. So that's been 31 points of damage to this target. He's still standing, but bleeding heavily, and his face is cooked pretty bad from that ridiculous moonbeam.
Are these humans or what?
They all appear to be human, yes.
All appear to be human. Okay.
This area is pretty much not exclusively human, but it is fairly heavily human populated.
Okay.
All right. And then we move on to Lygeia.
Alright, I am going to use Thorn Whip on the one that's the most injured.
Okay.
Let's see if it hits. 17 total.
17 hits.
Alright, and that is 1d6. Yeah. D6. 6 damage.
Nice. Do you want to slay him or knock him unconscious?
Well, we're trying to get some information out of these people, so probably knock them unconscious.
Okay. So he's
So-
down and stable.
So what do we want to do with the other 3?
Yeah, we don't need to take all of them hostage.
Yeah, we only
vote-
need information out of one of them.
I vote murder, death, kill.
Well, it's Saren's turn, so Saren gets to decide what they do with the rest of them.
I vote we, like you said, we have one of them. So I vote we get rid of the other 3 so they can go running back to the group and go, send reinforcement.
Right. I'm on board with that.
So let's see here. Am I close enough to touch one of them?
Not yet. You would have to move up about 20 feet.
Just remember the moonbeam.
Yeah, you don't want to start in its area, because
Right.
it'll get you too.
Actually, what I'm going to do is cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay.
That'll only hit one of them, but
That's better than none.
depending on if he's still standing afterwards, it'll give the next person advantage on hitting him.
Right.
Um, that would be a 14 to hit.
That does not penetrate the AC.
Okay.
So just hits the chain shirt that's under their robes and bounces off.
Okay.
All right. So now it's the cultist's turn. And the first one is going to wave his hand at Jalaria, who forgot to hide as her bonus action after,
Oh shit!
and cast Hold Person. So go ahead and give me a... Let's see what kind of save that is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Will or Wisdom, but I don't want to be wrong. It is a Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Modified 20.
Nice. All
I
right.
rolled a 19 with a 1 wisdom.
Hey, that's still good. Like, that gets you out of being held still and paralyzed. Next one's going to follow up with a pistol shot at Saren, who just shot at him. With a natural 20
Ouch! This is
Oh,
gonna.
great.
for 2d10 damage. 16 plus 2, so 18 damage.
Yikes.
Oh, and heal yourself.
That that leads me to a question.
hmm
When you do when a player or the DM gets a natural 20, how do you do it?
I then roll the dice, roll 2 dice, or whatever the amount would be. So, like, if it were a great sword, it'd be 4 dice. You know how it goes.
So you just basically
It,
straight out double.
yeah, it's a chance at double damage,
Okay.
and then the modifier is not doubled.
Right. Okay.
It just so happened that he rolled 2 8s this time. And the last guy is going to duck back into the bar, but be held up by a bugbear.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Like I
let's
said, it was
see.
chancy, but it works.
Let's see if the bugbear manages that attack of opportunity as the guy tries to run past him. Oh yeah, easily. And that's surprising, so it's like an additional D8. So
This is gonna hurt.
oh, it's an additional 2d6, I'm sorry. Because they have brutal. For a total of 15 damage to the one who was uninjured up until this point. All right. And that was bottom of the round, so we come back top of the round, and it is Fane's turn.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, I
What did
should
it say?
say, the Moonbeam. I totally messed that up.
Moonbeam.
So
Yeah,
each of them
Moonbeam.
needed to make a save on their turns as they stood in the Moonbeam. One of them got a nat 20, so they didn't take any damage from it.
Actually, no, they take half.
They take half. Okay,
To
so
take
roll
half.
me a d10, or roll me 2d10, and we'll do half.
7 and 9.
All right.
8 damage.
Yep.
Huh?
8.
Total of 8 damage after
Yep.
the.
Yep. So is he knocked out yet?
No. And the other one failed his save. So.
And I need to roll for him, right?
Yep.
9 and 9.
Okay. So 18. That is enough to knock that one unconscious. Or kill them, depending on what you want to do.
You want to kill him? You want to kill him? Kill,
Okay.
kill.
So that was the start of their turn. So that shot that would have hit you, Mike, did not happen. Because that's the one that failed to save.
That's,
So you didn't get
that's the
critted.
one that, nice.
Okay, so now it's my turn.
Yes, now it's your turn, and
What's left?
there's the one that ducked back into the tavern, and there's the one that's standing in your moonbeam, but is at the edge.
Forgot to save, right?
Yeah, managed to save.
Is the moonbeam still there?
Yep, it lasts for a minute.
Oh, does it say that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it does. Okay.
Which translates to 10 combat rounds.
Yep.
So it'll probably be up the whole time.
As long as you keep concentrating, of course.
Unless you decide to take it down.
Yeah. It's burrowing a hole in the ground right now.
Okay, I'm gonna do chill touch, which is range. So, creates a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the chill of the grave. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 neurotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that to hit.
A 16 plus what? How do I figure it out again?
Your
16.
proficiency bonus and your wisdom modifier. But 16 alone hits, so you don't have to worry about figuring it out.
I say it's over 9. It's over 20. So
Yeah.
okay, so 1d8, 7.
All right, you managed to knock that one unconscious or kill them as well. So I assume kill.
Kill it.
And then we're on to Jalaria, who saw her bugbear friend just drop a hammer on this other guy's head.
I'm going to take a pot shot at the back of his head.
Okay.
And that's a modified 16.
That'll hit.
And is that just D6 or is it plus 2d6 since I'm behind him?
So since you have an ally within 5 feet of the opponent, you get your sneak attack.
Nice. This is gonna hurt. For 14 points of damage.
Nice. 29 dealt to it so far.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
All right.
There's no point hiding. The dude's inside. Everybody else is gone, except for the one that's knocked unconscious.
Modified 7. I think I'm hiding.
Yeah, you think.
You think, maybe not.
You're surprisingly hiding from the cultist. They rolled a 2. I mean, it's the heat of battle. Like, what do you expect? You know?
Question: is the Moonbeam spell? Are we in an area where there's lots of people?
Oh yeah, there's tons of people around. Not like immediately in your direct area, but there's poorhouses all along this district area.
I'm just wondering if this Moonbeam spell is like drawing attention from the normal populace wandering around.
Oh sure. Luckily, there are no guards nearby. Well, I mean, luckily. So you aren't going to have to contend with anybody coming up to you and trying to fine you for burning a hole in the ground here, but alright. So we move on to Lygeia.
Okay, if I stand in the doorway of the tavern, do I have a clear shot at the one remaining guy if I try to hit him with my longbow?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
And not stand the moonbeam.
Yeah, you can stand just to the side of the doorway and have a good shot.
Okay, I'm going to do that and try to shoot him with an arrow.
You could actually drop the Moonbeam. Nobody in it.
Oh, she can move it too, if she
Yeah, I can
wants to
move
on
it.
your turn.
Okay, so that's 23. I'm assuming that hits.
Yes.
Okay, and that is 1d8. So 7 damage.
Yep. You kill him.
All right.
Arrow through the head.
Nice. Flawless victory.
Yeah, this time you actually managed to not take any damage, technically. Because that critical was retconned, so. Alright, so you have one unconscious man and 3 dead men just lying in this doorway or in the tavern. The tavern keeper's cowering behind his bar, and the 2 drunks are just blearily staring at the dead man on the ground.
Too drunk to move.
All right. It's like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have another drink now.
Too drunk to care.
Too drunk to notice.
Right.
I'm going to try to collect my 3 arrows I shot.
Alright, you can do that fairly easily. They weren't carried off by someone running away or anything. They weren't snapped off in the heat of battle trying to, get them out of their wounds or whatever.
So we decided to capture one of them to interrogate them. Where are we intending to do this?
The back room of the bar.
You gonna convince the bartender to let it do that?
Yes, I will definitely do that.
I actually think
I will
we have a
charm
really-
them.
Actually, why charm them? Intimidate them with the bugbear.
Surprisingly, the Bugbear isn't that intimidating to, in terms of, like, stats. For some reason, there is a penalty to intimidate.
Damn. It was
And,
worth a shot.
and he was just singing.
Yeah.
He's not going to suddenly get all mean and nasty. He was just singing.
Yeah.
They say all of a sudden gets mean and nasty after singing. So do I charm them, you guys?
Could try talking to him first and then charm if it doesn't work.
Okay, let's go talk to. Wait, let's tie up this person first.
Who brought the rope? I didn't.
actually, is he still laying on the ground outside?
Yes.
I'll just go stand over him while you guys do this.
Well, we need to have him awake, and if we're gonna have him awake, we need him tied up.
Not in. I mean, while you guys find a place to do this, I'll just sort of stand over him, and if he moves, I'll knock him out.
Pop him on the noggin.
Okay, let's go. Let's go talk to him.
All right.
Let's see. Do I have anything to help with this?
Well, I
I
do. But like I said, I could charm them, but yeah.
I'm going to try my deception skill. Try to deceive the bartender that we need the back room and nothing bad is going to happen.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Roll deception.
Modified 20. 16 plus 4.
Versus insight, which would have been a 19. You are lucky.
Yes.
That was close.
All right, you can use the back room, but just don't be bloodying it up, right? Everything's gonna be fine, right? These people pay.
Everything will be fine, I promise.
Okay.
It worked. I don't believe it worked. Yay.
It barely,
Barely worked.
barely did by one.
But we don't know that as a player or as a character.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna explain when he won't say anything and I blast him with lightning and it like puts a hole in the wall and such?
We don't explain it, we run. That's my plan anyways.
So
Lygeia, go get our blue friend and bring our guy in to have a chat.
All right. So I'll go out and let. What was your character's name again, Mike?
Saren,
Saren know that we've been cleared to use the back room, and is the dude still unconscious?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He'll be unconscious for an hour.
I'll help you carry him into the. Oh, you're a dragonborn. That's right.
Yeah,
You need help carrying
if
him.
he's just a human, I can toss him over my shoulder and carry him in the bar.
Just to check,
And
is anybody like checking the bodies for anything, or?
I go around and check the bodies.
I was going to do that after doing my deception and getting everybody set up in the back.
I see.
I stop at the bartender and go, "Don't worry, he's not dead. He's just unconscious."
All right, so
Or not dead yet.
each of the men is carrying 40 gold pieces and 2 potions of healing, in addition to their chain shirts, pistols, and longswords. Pistols, sell for quite a bit.
So we each get 40 gold.
Yep.
Nice.
And we each get 2 potions, right?
Yep. I mean, if you want to strip them and take them to each of you, or if you want to divide them some other way, then that's up to you.
Are they regular healing or?
Yes.
Okay. 40 gold, 2 regular healing.
I motion the Bugbear into the back room.
Bugbear comes in smiling. I got to sing.
Yes, you did, my friend. And I hand him 20 gold.
I got to sing, he says, taking the gold.
This is your share
And
of my share.
you even got paid to sing. Wow.
I got paid to sing. I should do this more often.
Oh God, it's a Bugbear bard.
He really should have the white sequined Elvis outfit. He really should. It'd be so cool.
Okay. Does anybody have investigation for when this guy wakes up besides me?
Yes, just a second. Let me check and see what mine is. Oh, never mind. Mine's only at +3.
Investigation. Yeah, mine's +3.
Mine is a +4.
What's yours, Mike?
Let me check real quick. Investigation, you said?
Yep.
Yep.
It's only a +1 at the moment.
Okay, so you, and if we need backup, me or Robin.
Yeah, you can aid when you do the investigation roll.
Okay.
What's the Bugbear's investigation?
That's a great question. I'm sure that it's super high because bugbears have great skills. -1.
Don't use him.
I guess
They sing well.
Yeah, he can sing.
they just use brute force to find out what they want to know. It's like,
Right? Alright. So we have man unconscious here while you have him not tied up, just kind of loose, sitting against a table, I assume, or in a chair.
Takes a rope and ties him to the chair.
Do you have rope?
I'm sure I do it in Explorer's Pack.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
standard in the Explorer's Pack.
It is. 50 feet of rope. Alright, so go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Nat 20
He ain't going nowhere.
+3, so 23.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
we could have just had the Bugbear stand in the doorway. It's not like you would have got past him.
Right?
Well, I'm taking double measures.
Okay, do we want to ask Saren here to wake him up?
Yes, do something to just barely give him enough points to wake up.
Or you could take an hour and wait for him to wake up. It's totally up to you.
That'd be a waste of an hour unless you guys want to get dinner and drinks first.
No, let's wake him up.
Yeah, we need to get information. We need to know what's going on here.
How do I want to do that?
Like I said, just barely wake him up, just enough to give him awake.
You can't barely wake him up. He's either going to be awake or he's not.
Yeah.
Okay, give barely any hit points.
That's kind of the problem. It depends on how much the gods give this person, really. Basically, it's whatever the die rolls. You can only heal so bad.
Actually, I'll take one of the potions that you just gave me,
Okay.
grab his nose, which makes his mouth open automatically, and dump a potion down him.
Alright, so that's 2d4 plus 1, I believe.
2.
2d4 plus 2. All right. He wakes back up, looks around, and says, "Oh God, what's happening to me?"
You're going to be nice and to answer every question we ask you.
Looks at the ropes on him and says, "Sure, yeah, I'll do that."
It's like, I just gave you a potion of healing to wake you up. If you don't answer our questions to our liking, you won't be awake very long.
Ah, I see. Gods, I
Then
feel like I just got cooked.
we can arrange that. Now,
Tell me, do you like electricity at all?
I don't know what that is.
I use a very tiny little bit of my breath weapon against the table that he's sitting in the chair next to, and lightning arcs into the table.
Ah,
That,
lightning. Oh gods.
yeah. Who wants to ask him questions?
I shall ask questions.
Okay.
Modified 18 for investigation. Why are you taking people?
We need them to summon.
Summon what?
Demons.
Why?
We're trying to, well, it's not important. We're just trying to summon demons, that's all.
I walk up next to him and run a fingernail down the side of his cheek, which is a dragon claw. Are you sure you don't want to tell us?
Ugh. So, cult fanatics have a specialty called Dark Devotion that makes them have saving throw or advantage on saving throws against charming and frightening. They're so devoted that he's not willing to give this information to you. Not at this level, anyway.
I do have a question for you.
Sure.
I understand summoning demons as a practice. Why do you need so many people to do it?
The demons that we wish to summon are stronger and more potent than most. Without enough sacrifices, they will not come to us.
I see.
Are you communicating with them? Are they telling you how many people they need?
They tell us that they need more than what we've sacrificed already.
So this isn't just a random guess of, well, I guess we need X amount of people and that should do it.
Yes.
How
Anybody,
many are? Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, anybody else have any more questions?
I do. How many there are you in this cult?
I couldn't say, he says. You can go ahead and give me insight if you think that he's lying.
Insight. Where's my dice?
See, is that wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
Modified 20.
You're pretty
Okay.
sure that he's lying.
Of course,
I take my dagger and gently press the tip of it into his thigh.
Are you attempting to frighten or charm him? I assume that you aren't trying to charm him, but Melody's
trying-
here, so I don't know.
More trying to frighten, thinking he may end up with worse injuries.
All right. So that would be an intimidation check, which is a charisma skill.
How about a modified 18?
Let's see. He does have advantage against this. But he rolled a 7 and an 8. So, yeah. He's frightened of you. And he says, there are about 15 of us. Although some of our people don't show up all the time, and some of them are more devoted than others.
Is that including the 3 we already killed? Or is that 15 plus minus the 15 after those 3 were killed?
You killed some of us?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Monsters.
And you shall be next if we don't like your answers.
of the 4 of you that walked out of the back room, you are the only one left.
Richard, no. He was my brother.
He still is. He's just not very active anymore.
He still is.
I have a
What do you want?
question. I know you're not willing to tell us why you want to summon the demons, but I'm curious as to what particular demon or demons you are trying to summon.
We are summoning Belthragor, fourth lord of the Abyss.
And you think that's really a good idea, do you? I don't think any good can come out of summoning demons. I don't think you're going to benefit as much as you think you are.
Yeah, because they'll turn on you on a flip of a switch.
He's promised us great things.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
But
That
do you know
doesn't
that
mean he'll
demons?
deliver.
I said demons don't tend to deliver promises. They'll make promises, but they don't keep them.
Do we think that this group is only in this city, or are they a larger, more widespread thing, and we just happen to wander onto this group?
That's a question for the party.
I have no idea.
Are you, I'm asking our captive here, are you in other cities as well?
I don't know. I don't believe so.
I see.
Do you think he's lying or telling the truth on that one?
Well, even if they are in other places, we're here. This group is here. They're the ones we need to deal with right now.
I was just thinking that if this group can't accomplish what they're trying to do, if they are a larger group, they may call in more from other places.
Well, we knocked, like I said, we knocked 3 out. We have another one here that we don't know what we're going to do with. So that takes it
I
down to
do.
what, 11?
I know what we should do with him when we're
Well, so
done.
do I, but I'm not saying it.
But
Kill me and I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Are we a Jedi now?
does that work? Does that work with crispy fried cult member? Because we can find out.
At this question for the DM.
Sure.
Do I have any reason to think he has any more useful information?
That's really more of a your call kind of thing. You've got some information out of him. He's held back some information, but
Okay.
it really depends on what you think.
That tells me all I need to know. Thank you for your help, sir. You have been most pleasantly helpful. I take my dagger and drag it across his throat.
All right. I'm not going to make you roll damage for that. That's more than enough to kill him again. This time he's not unconscious.
I was gonna say, if you weren't gonna let me electrocute him, we should have given him to the Bugbear as a snack.
Here, Bugbear, eat him.
Gladly.
And then go eat the other 3, too.
There's only so much of me. I can only eat so much at a time. I'm not going to have all this man in one go, really.
Well, eat as many of them as you can.
Okay. My pleasure.
Bugbear doggy bag. He can take them back to wherever he's staying and just.
Who said we're finished with him?
Well,
Who said we're done with him, though?
I kind of sort of made that call.
so okay, we got information.
Yeah, we got more of them than there are of us.
Well, we sort of guessed that. I don't think 3 of them would have been doing it on their own.
Well, 4, I mean.
But
Well, we can hang around here and see if any more come hang out in the next couple of days.
No can do, because the summoning is supposed to happen not today, but tomorrow.
No.
And we still didn't get the important bit of information, which is why they want to summon this demon.
I can't imagine any reason being good enough.
They want whatever power the demon promised them, but what I want to know is what the demon thinks it's getting out of the deal, because
Being allowed
that can't be anything good for the prime material plane.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the
Lygeia.
freedom to roam the material plane.
I look at Lygeia. Demons are not my thing.
Demons aren't anybody's thing.
Yeah, no kidding. Except for these crazy people.
most of the time, demons just want to be on the material plane to cause death, destruction, and chaos in general. They don't really have a specific reason other than it's time to play.
Well, that's not something we want to happen.
And all these, scrawny looking human people aren't going to put up much of a fight.
Well, if we're gonna go after them, we need to find a couple people that help us fight them.
Well, we do know from our earlier investigations that they go into the forest to the northwest. We don't know the exact route to the forest, but I'm willing to bet you that we can probably find where in the forest they are or heading towards and set up there. Because we've already thinned their numbers a little bit.
Not enough though.
We may be able to thin them more as they bring a few more in.
Actually, with the sacrifice being tomorrow, they may already be out there.
As I said, we're gonna be able to thin it enough though, is the problem.
Well, we've got 5.
We got 4.
5 including the Bugbear.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant we killed 5. It's like, no, we only killed 4.
Um,
It'd be better if we had 6, but yeah. Wherever that sorcerer went to.
my goblin friend, you're a rogue. Can you talk to people and get some help by chance?
I might know a few people. I will be back in 2 hours.
Okay, get some strong people, not people that got weak attacks. We need strong people with strong attacks.
I cannot guarantee what their attacks are. I bring people. I don't know what their specialties are. They do.
Bring
You will
in a
accept-
herd
Well,
of
talk to them
bugbears.
about their specialties, you silly goblin.
We do not have time for this. I get help. You accept the help you get. End of story.
Are we going to meet here, or are we going to meet at the inn that we originally started at?
I think it's probably better at the inn.
The Caroler's Choice.
Yep. I will meet you there in 2 hours with what help I can get.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
We'll meet you then.
I head over to the Thieves Guild and see if I can bring ideally 1 arcane rogue and 1 to 2 more rogues.
Alright, so you arrive at the Thieves Guild and you're looking for people who want to go, who are looking for a fight, right?
Yep. But I have specific, basically I'm looking for at least 1 arcane rogue and at least 1 to 2 more rogues.
There aren't any arcane rogues working who are looking for a fight. Pretty much all of them are either not at the guild right now or are busy off doing their own thing.
Okay.
But you can find up to 3 rogues that are looking for a fight if you're willing to pay them.
How much are they asking?
Do you explain, or they ask what the target is first?
The Cult of the Red Bone.
Oh, we'll do it for free. They've been taking our people.
Well done. Follow me.
Alright, so you've gained 3 thugs who are willing to assist you in this. One of them's a half-orc and the other 2 are just humans.
This works. And I head back to the Caroler's Choice.
It takes you a good, 20 minutes there, and it took you about 40 minutes to get to the Thieves Guild, because it's a little deeper into town. So an hour or so later, you're back at the Caroler's Choice, and you're meeting up with the rest of the party. and your bugbear friend, whose name you still don't have.
Bugbear. We just call him Bugbear.
How's he doing on the body we gave him?
So he took parts off of it, and it's hopefully confusing to the staff of the Caroler's Choice what he's eating. In fact, let's see how confusing it is. Oh good, very confusing. They aren't certain what he's eating, but they're pretty sure it's some strange animal.
That works.
Good.
Okay. So I come up. I bring help.
They nod to you guys, and they're like, hey, we're here to
job.
help.
And I look at Jalari and I'm like, you want me to work with a half orc?
You wanted help. I bring help.
Yeah, no kidding. We don't want to work with a half orc.
Given the situation, it'll be 15 on
8.
at best. So, yeah.
The half-orc looks at the elves and just shakes his head like, ugh.
Well, if you don't want to work with a half orc, I'm sure you don't want to work with a goblin either.
They haven't been saying that, but
Just mind yourself. I do appreciate that you got us help, though.
Yes. Now hopefully it would do us some good. It'd be better if our sorcerer friend would show up. Then we'd have 9 on 15 or 9 on 11 or whatever it is.
all right.
Just remember, everybody, don't get too close to them if you have to, so I can use my moonbeam.
Ah, spellcaster, says one of the thugs.
Oh, I got a little other tricks, but that's a nice one that does a good, nice and good effective against them.
All right. So what do you guys do for the rest of the day? Or any amount of time, really, since it's multiple days until you know that the summoning's supposed to happen. You could try to track them down. You could just eat and be merry. What do you want to do?
Sometime in here, I want to take at least a short rest. Sometime in here.
Okay.
Given we just had combat, I'm fairly hungry, so
Yeah, I want food, but I also want to be able to have all my slots, magical slots, when we have this fight.
So that'll take a full long rest because that's just what it takes to get back your spell slots.
Well, if it's a couple days, there should be time for a rest.
Yeah. It's only 8 hours and you can do it once a day, so
I mean, let's go get some food.
That works for me.
elves only have to trance for 4 hours for the duration, but they have to spend the rest of the time doing light work like eating or chilling, watching a bard or something like that. So you all get food?
Yep. And then after I get my food, I'm going to go tend to my gear and make sure it's all in good condition.
maybe you can get the bugbear to sing again when he's not busy eating.
Scare out the inn.
You said his voice wasn't that bad.
For a
Yeah,
bugbear.
it's
For a
sung
bugbear.
it's sung fairly well for a bugbear.
For a
It's
bugbear.
actually it's sung fairly well just in general. It was a fairly good song. Just, goblin-y.
Like, yeah, for a bugbear, maybe.
It definitely left the rogue feeling upbeat.
Might be a bit of a surprise for the staff here, though.
Yeah. They could teach it some carols. I mean, this is the caroler's choice.
Yeah, why not have him try to sing?
What season of the year are we in, actually?
Fall. Early fall.
So Yule wouldn't be that far away, so
Yeah, it's always time to sing carols too.
he could learn some carols before Yule holiday.
Some carols before the holiday.
Put him in a little Santa hat. And
Ho, ho, ho.
Yo-ho-ho. Yo-ho-ho and a barrel of rum.
let's see, the Elvis outfit with the Santa hat.
Oh God.
But finding one that'll fit him is another story.
No
Gonna have to
kidding.
go to a tailor.
I have a special hat and special suit made. And
And after I eat and tend to my gear, I would like to head out to one of the equipment shops.
Okay.
I'm looking for a club or a hammer for my bugbear friend.
okay, but we haven't ate yet, so
Oh, you can.
I'm just
Yeah. You've started eating. Like, whatever you wanted to order, they've got it.
I want stew and some bread and ale.
All right.
That sounds good. I think I'll have the same.
We do so much eating in these games. I love it.
I know.
and I will
don't-
do I
I
will
eat better
order
in D&D than
I
in real
know.
life.
I will order goblin eggs and a small ale.
They're like, oh, goblin eggs. Oh, God. We've got some of those left over. They're basically pickled eggs that are pickled in really smelly brine. They're a big treat for the summer because that's what people do.
So these are getting old because it's fall now.
Yeah. But they're pickled, so they'll last a while longer.
True. I will just have a steak and a tankard of ale.
Coming right up. The bugbear's busy chowing away. The thugs all have steaks and ale with you. And it is a fairly good meal. The cook managed to roll a 14. So, plus 4, that's not bad in their chef's tools.
Not at all.
So
Who's
if the cook had rolled in that one, would we all get food poisoning? Or what?
You probably wouldn't have eaten it.
That one.
The meat would have been still moving. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Which is fine for you. I mean, you'd just have breathed on it and it would have been perfect.
Yeah, you breathed on it, it would have been fine.
oh, is it? What time of day is it now?
Probably about mid-afternoon by the time that you finish up eating.
I'll be back. I have a idea in mind.
Okay. And it's 8:27. Do we want to call a break?
Sure. You can pause for a bit.
And you know what my idea is.
And it'll definitely work. You'll be able to find a big, great hammer for the
Right,
Bugbear.
big bugbear.
Help him to do a little bit of more damage.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to pause here, and we will see you back instantly for you guys, but in 30 minutes for us. And we're back, and we are rejoined by the Sorcerer, played by Patrick. Say hi, Pat.
Hi. I guess I walk in. I'm like, try to make it all mysterious what I was doing.
It is mysterious what you were doing.
This is the street you walk in on.
I think to myself, what the hell? Where has he been?
You see the party plus 3 extra, plus a bugbear eating what's left of a cult member at the moment.
I look at him and say, nice of you to join us. Where have you been exactly?
Oh, I had some business to attend to in another realm. I just wandered off.
Well, that's definitive. Thank you for that.
But I see you guys did nicely, and then I slice off a bit and fry it and eat it. So did we figure out where they were, or is this just like an appetizer?
That's the one question they never asked, is exactly where they are.
But we had been told previously they're somewhere in the forest.
I think, Darla killed the guy a little too fast, I think to myself.
Didn't they tell you where to meet them when you talked to them?
Well, yeah, right over there in the woods. They gave me this map.
It's a rough map of the area with some landmarks drawn onto it. One big knocked over tree, that kind of thing.
Does it look to be accurate as far as?
From what you can tell, it looks like they probably drew it intending for it to be accurate. How well they drew it is another question, but
Oh, I say, what the hell? Let's go for broke.
We can always light the forest on fire or something. Wait, no, probably not.
not with 2 elves in the party.
Two druid elves or
Yeah.
I'm so glad this guy showed up again, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, I'm still exactly wondering where he was,
Well, I say, since they think he's joined them and he has the map, I say we follow him and see where they actually sent him.
All right.
Yeah.
Before we set off, I hand the Bugbear his present that I found.
It's a giant maul, basically a hammer the size of a maul, It's a big freaking hammer.
And I whisper in the Bugbear's ear, if our sorcerer friend here seems too out of line, feel free to smash.
The Bugbear nods. looking at them all with happiness.
Yeah. You missed the Bugbear actually singing earlier.
Yes, you missed the singing Bugbear.
Karaoke night?
Apparently so.
At least for the Bugbear.
What did he sing?
He sung Goblin.
Oh.
Not something you would understand.
Goblin Sea Shanty?
Basically Goblin Rock, but it's too mainstream for you. Mainstream among the goblins, that is.
No, I'm not big on Goblin Rock, being a half elf.
You need to get him a loot next.
Yeah.
That way he can act, at least look like he's playing an instrument while he's singing.
Well, it's the right time of the
Guys,
world
we
to where
should
he
start
can
a
get a
band.
guitar. Yeah, you can get guitar, drums, all that fun stuff this time of, it's in the 1800s.
That's true.
Electric guitar?
Not quite yet. Steam-powered guitar, though, for sure.
Heck yeah.
Steam.
How does that work?
Not well.
Each string pulls a valve and it's kind of like built into the floor.
Yeah. No, it's on your backpack.
Ah, like Ghostbusters. Don't cross the steams.
Mostly because you'll cook yourself. All right.
But yes, we should start a band
With no bards.
with no bards.
Well,
and
the
a bugbear.
Bugbear is sort of a bard. The Bugbear bard.
Bugbear.
The bugbear can pick up levels in bard as it kills stuff. Long as it uses an axe.
Ow.
All right. So what's the plan? You guys
So-
wanted to take a long rest, so it'll be evening by the time you're done with that.
I go and we're in the lobby just hanging out or whatever. And I go, so I'm thinking, why did Lucid have to go to another plane for? And I think he's lying about going to another plane.
I'm largely obviously lying about going to another plane. I walked in the door like normal.
So I'm gonna grab Lucid by the arm and say, look, I want to know where you've been. If you can't level with the rest of your party, then what is going on? You need to tell us where you've been. This whole going to another plane thing is obviously a lie.
I don't know what you're talking about. Where was I?
Go ahead and roll deception.
$24?
It'll be opposed by insight.
Oh, do I roll that?
Yeah.
Okay. Insight. Oh, 21.
So you're pretty sure he's telling the truth, actually. He went to another plane, at least for a little while. His
I come up and I
deception is
say-
ridiculous.
I come over and say, come on now. I know you're lying as well. I mean, come on. We obviously know that's a lie.
Oh no, go ahead and roll insight. I mean, he lied fairly convincingly right there.
Nat 20.
Do you
Hey,
have
I'm doing it. So, excuse me. 19 plus 3.
And
Nope.
I rolled a nat 20 on an assist.
well, that would give advantage. But so +3, you literally cannot roll high enough to beat his deception. So he just lied so well that you're incapable of
Who
disbelieving
had
him.
that 3?
No, he had
Oh.
with your +3, you can't beat 24.
Yeah.
You could only get to 23.
Okay.
So he probably rolled a nat 20.
Well, no, I rolled a 17.
Yeah, his deception is ridiculous because his charisma is so high.
So you guys basically believe him, but there's still something nagging you in the back of your head, like, what's this guy really up to?
Yeah. You believe that he went to another plane, but you aren't certain what he means by that.
Okay.
One of the thugs is looking at him like, whoa. Extra
Yeah,
planar.
I took intimidation, persuasion, and deception.
Saren's not concerned. He's like, if the guy helps us do what we want to do, great. And then we can deal with him afterwards if we want to.
Smash him.
I have no ill intent for the party, but I'm not letting them know that.
All right.
So let's
any
go
plan?
ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say let's try and get our sorcerer friend here going towards where the map draws and following.
Are you going to take your long rest first to recharge your spell slots? Those of you who spent spell slots, I should say.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
That'll push it towards early evening when you start out, so...
Ow, 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 ow. Ouch.
You alright?
Yeah, just, I don't know why I so much as touched my knee against my desk edge. It hurts.
Oh. I know all about knee problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
I was like, I'm barely touching it to the wood.
So, are you guys headed out right now or what?
No, we're taking a rest.
While they're resting, I'm going to hop on the trolley and go to the temple.
Okay.
I want to ask the head priest at the temple if they actually, I tell them what we found out from the guy we interrogated. I want to find out if they know anything.
Alright. So what specific questions do you have for them?
I tell them the name of the demon that he told me about, that he told us they were summoning.
Belthorgor?
Yeah. And I want to know anything that they know about him.
Alright. So let's see. They would make a religion check and rolled a 10. So their ability to help you here is kind of limited. They know the head priest is able to tell you that Belthragor is probably not a particularly strong demon. He's not known as any of the higher level demon princes would be. So he's not a demon prince, but what else about him they could find out is very little. It is known that these cultists have summoned maw demons in the past, which are fairly lesser demons. So if he's one of them, then it's not particularly a great evil that needs to be worried about.
I tell the guy, the priest, that the demon is telling them that they need to sacrifice a lot of people before he'll show up. And I theorize that he's just sort of playing them, since he apparently isn't all that strong.
Although strength is relative, he could still be fairly strong in terms of like how many humans he could take down, but
Yeah.
adventurers are known to be able to deal with fairly strong monsters, so you normally call in an adventurer if you're having to deal with a dragon, as opposed to like 20 guys with spears.
Yeah. I guess what I'm asking is, would there be a legitimate reason that this demon would need?
A lot of souls.
Right.
He could be fairly strong, or he could just be in debt to another demon,
True.
or he could just be very greedy.
Okay.
Enough souls make him a turbo demon.
He hasn't eaten for months.
So I guess they rest and
Yep, and spell slots are restored, and then it is the evening. I assume that you hop back on the trolley and go back after finding out.
Yeah. As after the head priest tells me what he tells me, I reach into my pouch and hand him 2 gold
Okay.
and shake his hand and walk out of town.
He gives you the sign of the horns as you leave and nods.
Sign of the horns.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do tell him that it seems like the sacrifice that they're planning to do is going to be fairly soon. So be prepared for an influx of injured people.
We can do that. I would normally send paladins out with you, but all of our paladins are off to war right now. The damn French.
There wouldn't be another cleric you could send, would there? More.
I could send along an acolyte, but they wouldn't be particularly capable in combat. They might be able to heal you.
Well, that's more what I'm thinking of. Because the more healing we can possibly have, the better.
Yes, I can send an acolyte with you.
Okay.
Just keep him safe. He's not particularly durable.
I will try my best. And we can always raise him again if we have to.
Poor guy rolled low on all his hit dice.
We'll just tell him to stay towards the back of the
Yeah,
back away from the fighting.
right.
Don't
Close enough
kill
to
the
heal, but
squishy
far enough
acolyte.
to be safe.
Yeah.
He's level 5 with 6 HP.
Not quite that bad on his hit dice.
So I and the acolyte jump back on the trolley and head back to the inn.
Okay. And time passes.
And I let everybody in the party know that what I discussed at the temple, and that my new acolyte friend is just here for healing, extra healing, not combat.
I look up from the scroll that I'm scribing. Great. Extra healing. Cannon fodder.
All right. So does anyone have any plans before you head out to the forest?
No, because I've already checked all my gear.
I'm ready to go when
Uh,
everybody else is ready.
Is there any druid circles in the area?
There would be a circle of oh gosh. I can't remember the name of the god, but yes, there was a druid circle that convenes every full moon. So that's actually when this whole thing would be happening.
Is there anywhere we could find them before this?
No, they're
full moon?
pretty heavily ranging afar and afar in a field. So they're busy trying to repair what damage the coal mining is doing.
I was gonna say, I was gonna go look for a druid to help us.
No, sadly, there aren't any druids readily available for you.
Darn. Okay. Yeah, then I think we're ready then. Or I'm ready.
Okay. If everybody's ready, then you head straight towards the forest to the northwest.
Yep.
And
Try and follow that map.
it's fairly easy to follow. It seems to be leading you deeper and deeper into the forest. The forest here is a primeval thing, thick and overgrown with thorns and nettles. The trail twists and turns through the forest, sometimes seeming to double back onto itself. And you do have a choice to either cut through the forest to improve your speed or stick to the trail to stay safer.
I think we should stick to the trail. Do you guys want to drop back and shadow me in case they're watching?
I think that would be wise. I don't think that if, a group of, 10 of us wander up all at once, they're going to become extremely suspicious.
right. And
Oh, there were
no,
9 of us, but yeah.
knowing what we may be heading
Yeah.
into and also being in the forest, I think I'm going to turn into a dire wolf just so I'm ready for anything that may try to attack us or, any combat.
All right. So as you turn into a direwolf, you smell something strange. Go ahead and roll me perception with advantage.
Okay. And I use my character's perception or direwolf
The
perception
direwolf's
for that?
perception.
Direwolf. Okay, let me put that in the monster manual.
Or I'm sorry, you keep your stats for your mental stats, right? So you would use your
Yeah.
character's perception.
My character's perception. Okay. You said with advantage.
Yes.
Where's my perception? Okay, so that would be 23.
All right. You smell 3 men approaching from the southeast.
Okay, I'm gonna turn in that direction and growl softly to alert the rest of my party members.
I'm going to roll hide while bringing my bow to bear.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your
And
hide check.
hide is 19.
Nice.
I'm gonna walk away from these people as they blend into the forest and wood.
Okay. Is anyone else going to try to hide while they're,
I'm checking something real fast.
Sure.
I also use minor illusion. No, I don't. Never mind.
Says mine is not in the book I have. Okay, I call forth I call forth the hawk, the spirit totem, the hawk.
Okay. What does that do for you?
The hawk spirit is a consummated hunter, adding you and your allies with its keen sight. When a creature makes an attack roll against a target in the spirit aurora, you can use your reaction to grant advantage to that attack roll. In addition, you and your allies have advantage on wisdom perception checks while in the aurora.
Okay. So when you're in that aura, everybody gets advantage on attack rolls against anything that's in the aura?
And wisdom on perception too.
Yeah. Although, you already know that they're coming, or there's someone coming, or something coming, because of,
Because of
Lygeia's,
Lygia's.
growl. I'll get your names down eventually.
Maybe I will eventually do.
I tell the acolyte to find the nearest suitable hiding place.
The
so
acolyte
that
does
he's
go
out
try
of
to
view.
hide. And isn't particularly well hidden, but is trying. Trying her best.
Okay.
I'm guessing that the 3 thugs would have seen me just kind of disappear and immediately known what to do.
Yeah, they all are fairly well hidden.
Picture them dipping off the side of the trail, like diving into the bushes.
Yeah, they pretty much do that, actually.
Then I'm thinking the Bugbear to stand kind of, you think you can pass.
Yeah. That thing's rolling 2d12 damage now, so...
Damn! That's gonna hurt!
Yeah.
Actually, I'll walk over to the Bugbear and I'll slip 3 more gold in his hand and say, when you're not in combat, make sure she's okay and stays that way.
The acolyte.
Yeah.
He nods to you and says, okay, I can do that. All right. So the Bugbear and the cleric and one of the druids, at least, looks out of place standing around here. Oh, and the sorcerer. But that's to be expected. The sorcerer looks out of place standing around everywhere.
I've very long billowing robes and a wizard's hat.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what color robes is he wearing?
But I also have a cleric's vestibule, like the sash of a cleric.
But, oh yeah, by the way, this stain has aurora 30 feet.
Okay, so it's a 30-foot radius surrounding you.
Yeah. And I can move it up to 60 feet as a bonus action.
Okay. So the men approach. They're on horseback, and they're carrying swords and crossbows. They see you and say, "Ah, more people coming, eh?"
Hi, I'm the planar specialist. You guys hired me?
"Oh yeah, I heard about that. Come with us, eh? All
I
of
go
you.
with all 4 of us, right?
All 5 of you. There's that one hiding in the bushes down there," says, pointing out the acolyte.
I motioned to her to come to my side.
And your dog friend can come with us too. The more the merrier, eh?
At this point, I'm going to. Would it be an intelligence check or a wisdom check to know if it's better to open fire?
I'll say you can go for wisdom, and this is an insight kind of thing.
15.
Alright, you can tell they are not friendly, and they are definitely intending for something bad to happen to your friends.
How many?
Okay.
Just a second. How many are there of them?
3 of them on horses.
Okay.
In that case, I'm going to open fire
Okay,
with my short bow.
alright.
And 24.
24 hits.
And since I'm hiding, that would be 3d6. Because he didn't mention me, so I'm assuming I'm hidden.
Yep, you're hidden. You're hidden fairly well.
So,
For 11 points of damage. And then I'm going to try to re-hide.
Do I have line of sight to the bugbear?
Yeah, the bugbear's right in front of you.
I cast enlarge person on the bugbear.
The bugbear's
20
already large.
The bugbear
25
gets
on the
bigger.
hide.
You got 25 on your hide? So the bugbear gets much bigger.
It's just like an arrow came out of nowhere.
Yeah. They heard some rustling in the bushes, took 11 damage, and
then notice the so-called dog friend get much larger than it was before.
The
Yep.
dog or the bugbear?
The
bugbear.
bugbear, yeah.
Go get him, buddy!
There is no dog.
I'm a dire
the
wolf.
dire wolf.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Where are they and
19?
how grouped up are they?
There's 3 of them in a line, so they'd be each of them is, because it's a horse, it's 10 feet apart. So They're basically a line 30 feet long ahead of you.
Oh,
21.
of course.
21.
21,
Nice.
14.
Wait,
And-
they're in a line how long?
30 feet,
Oh boy.
Okay, what?
14,
And mine was 19.
19. Saren
Aw.
and the Sorcerer.
I'm 6.
Oh my.
Guys, you don't want to be in that line.
Well, as I
7.
say, did we even move close to them, or how close to them are we?
You're about 60 feet out from them.
17.
17. The Acolyte goes on a 19.
My initiative is 6.
Did you get my 21?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And the Thugs go on...
Less than 6.
No, sorry. They're going ahead
Damn.
of you. Everybody's going ahead of you. Well, I don't know about the other guys on horses yet, but
Oh, cool.
actually
That's
they
right.
are going behind you. They go on a
Nice.
4.
Guys, don't get in that line.
Yeah, guys, don't get any close. Wait. Hey.
All right, so Fane,
So who's the closest to them?
the Bugbear.
And how close is he to them?
He's about 50 feet out, or 45 now that he's enlarged.
Okay, I step in. I move forward to slightly in front of the Bugbear and off to the side, so I'm not in line with Lucid's line, and I cast Moonbeam.
Okay, you can hit one of them in the Moonbeam.
Just a second. At what level would that be?
2.
What? Okay, never mind. I have to do it at level 2. That's the only thing I can do. Okay.
All right, so they
Yeah.
roll their saving throw, and they roll a 2, so they fail it.
So
2.
2d10.
Yep.
Where did my 10 dice go? Eight and 6.
All right.
So one guy's taking 25 points of damage.
Yep.
Huh?
He is not a happy camper.
What?
One of them has
The-
so far taken 25 points. The lead one has taken 25 points of damage so far.
How did he take 25?
He took
I
11
put an
from the
arrow.
arrow.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Duh.
All right. Then we move to Jalaria.
I'm going to shoot again.
Okay.
22.
22 hits.
And 3d6. For another 10 points of damage. And then I'm going to try to hide again.
All right.
And a 22 hide.
Yep. That'll do it. Your hides are pretty good. The Acolyte, seeing this guy trying to do stuff, is going to cast Bless on the party. So
Nice.
everyone gets, I think it's 1d4 to your attack rolls.
Is that added to what, attacking? Or is that added to the hit points?
That's added, let me check. I'm pretty sure it's added to the attack rolls specifically. Yeah, whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, if you take a saving throw before the spell ends, then the target can roll a d4 and add the number to the attack roll or saving throw.
Nice.
Yep. So that happens to 3 creatures specifically, so the cleric and both druids. All right, and then we move on to Saren.
Okay. I'm looking up one thing real quick. Saren steps slightly forward and opens his mouth and breathes.
Okay.
And it creates a cone 5 feet by 30 feet.
All right, so you'll be able to hit. If you're right up on them, you'll hit all 3 of them. If you're a little bit back, I think you'll probably just hit 2.
I'm good with just hitting 2 of them.
All right.
So it's basically a 5 by 30 cone of lightning.
All right, and that'll also hit their horses. So.
And they get a saving throw of, which is, let me look at that. They've got a beat of 14.
All right, they did not. So they take full damage.
Yep. Which is 2d6 at this level.
Okay.
And he just maxed the damage on that.
Nice.
So 12 points of damage on all 3 of them.
At least it's only 2 of them.
Or both of them plus their horses.
Yeah, the horses collapse out from under them, dead as doornails. Let's see if they manage to make the ride check to, one of them does not. So he's knocked prone, and the other one does. So the first one in line is prone. And the second one is still standing. All right. And then, do you have a bonus action or anything that you want to use?
No, that's the end of my actions. Movement wise, I just want to move so that I'm helping protect the acolytes. So that
Okay.
she doesn't take any damage.
All right. Now it's the thug's turn. So they run up alongside the first guy that's prone and just start wailing on him with their maces. So the
He's
first,
not going to like this.
yeah, for sure. They have advantage on their attack rolls. The first one still manages to plink off of his armor. The second one manages to hit him for d6 plus 2. knocking him unconscious. And the third one just being in the same kind of mode, just keeps swinging at the corpse. This would be the half-orc, and smashes its head in some.
Okay, that works.
Had to make sure it was dead.
Yeah.
I guess.
Lygeia.
Okay, well, I am going to lunge for the one who's still standing and try to bite him.
All right.
We didn't all forget to add the bonus, the advantage.
Oh yeah, the
Oh, I
plus
just-
D4 for
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Which I did, and I came up with 27 total.
That'll hit.
Alright. And damage is what? 2d6 plus 3, looks like.
Oh yeah, did the other thug have advantage?
Oh yeah, they all had advantage when they tried, because he was prone.
Oh, double advantage.
11 damage.
Nice. All right. The bugbear runs up to the side of the guy. Boom, boom. Swings his massive hammer and gets a nat 1. So he sort of just swings in a circle and does a little
Nice.
pirouette.
Not used to his new toy quite yet.
Nor being like 10 feet tall.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Ugh.
All right. Finally, we move on to the sorcerer.
I guess I shoot the second guy because the first guy's dead.
No one is in that line that you wanted everyone out of, by the way.
Yeah, but one of the guys is dead now. Are they both within 30 feet of each other?
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess I do Agnazar's Scorcher to tag both of the guys in the 30-foot line.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled damage before. Oh, they get a save, and then they can take half damage.
All right. One of them rolled a 6. The other one also rolled a 6.
I'm
Nice.
thinking they fail their save and take
Yes.
16 damage each.
All right.
Your new dice,
Are really being nice to you guys.
yeah, they're not cooperating with you at all.
Yeah, I noticed that. They did
Yay,
really well.
go furries!
They did really well for the thugs and such too, and so it's just kind of like, what's going on, man?
Party dice.
Yeah,
Party dice. I like the party.
I'm gonna have to switch out to the other set before next session. All right. So the veteran who is not mounted turns to the bugbear and draws his long sword and short sword and swings. Misses, and misses. Wow, that's hilarious.
Swinging his sword around.
Yeah.
Whiff, 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 whiff.
Well, and considering the bugbear did the same thing,
Yeah.
Nobody can hit anybody.
The veteran's
Oh,
going
wait.
to
The
or the one
bugbear
on
had
the
advantage.
huh?
The bugbear had advantage from Melody's thing.
Oh yeah, the Bugbear did have advantage. Did he hit? No, he rolled a second nat 1.
Really?
Yes.
God.
These dice are rolling low tonight. Alright, and then the
Who
last
did you-
guy is going to shoot at the Sorcerer from his horse. Does a 15 hit you, Sorcerer?
Yes, because I should have casted Mage Armor.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So you take 7 damage.
Okay.
Where did you get your dice from?
Amazon.
They're just dice that don't like the sorcerer.
Well, I mean, they failed their saves against you, so, you know.
It's
Hmm.
half and half.
Yeah. Alright. Now we're back to top of the round, so... Fane.
Is the moonbeam still active?
The Moonbeam. Yes, the Moonbeam is still active.
So,
You can move it on top of one of the enemies.
I'm moving on top of the one that has the most damage.
Okay? So he'll make his, or attempt to make his save. He makes his save, so he takes half damage. He rolled a 19. So give me your 2d10.
10 and 5.
Alright, so he takes 7 damage and still goes unconscious. Or I should say dead. Depends on what you want to do. Do you want him unconscious or
Dead.
dead?
Why would I want him unconscious? Of course I want him dead.
I don't know. You might be feeling merciful.
Everybody wants to be unconscious. Nobody wants to be dead.
So what's that? One left?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's one left on his horse.
Okay. Wouldn't he still be in that 30-foot beam and have to take damage too?
No, so the way that Moonbeam works is it's a 5-foot radius centered on a corner of a circle or a corner of a square. So basically 4 squares take damage and he's 10 feet back. So you could hit his horse, but you would have had to hit the other guy's dead horse too, so it wouldn't have dealt damage to him.
Okay. But knock him off his horse so he can't run off on a horse.
Yeah, you
His
could have
horse
done that.
probably took 16
Okay, I
damage.
want to
too.
do to the horse as
his
well.
horse would have taken 16 damage too. You're right, because it was
Yep.
in the line. Let's see if it survived it, if it made its save, actually. So it
How would
made
a
its
horse
save
make
and
a save?
only took 8 damage, while the other guy took 16. So it's still alive, barely.
The horse dodges the firebolt, but the guy doesn't.
Yeah, the guy just dodges into it.
The horse
So
goes
that
left,
horse
he
is-
goes right.
The
Yeah,
horse is still alive, but it's not going to be able to run very far, not very fast, and not for very long.
alright. And then we move down to Jalaria.
I'm going to take a pot shot at the guy on horseback.
Okay.
And I get a 20.
The nat 20?
No,
Oh, darn.
modified.
Okay. Because you triple or you double your damage on your 3 dice if you get a nat 20.
And this is going to hurt. 6, 6, and 6.
Nice. 18 damage. So he's taken 34.
These guys are tough.
Yep.
I'm kidding.
He's
Cam,
not
too much more life
and
on
then
life
I'm
in
going to
them.
try to hide.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your hide check.
24.
That'll do it.
Like I said, I'm hidden artillery. And I have 16 arrows left.
Gotta get you the fire arrows.
Alright, Saren?
So this guy's still on his horse, or is he on the ground?
He's still on his horse.
Barely, but the horse is barely alive though.
Yeah. The horse has 2 health left.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Guiding
Actually,
Bolto.
yeah, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the guy.
Okay.
And D20.
Maybe we should say leave him alive and ask him how many people are back at the camp.
Ask him really quick.
No, like knock him prone and then investigate him like we did the last one.
I intimidate him. Tell me how many people are in the camp.
You would already know this.
Oh, I do?
They hired you.
I intimidate him anyways. Maybe I don't know the real truth.
Well,
Yeah,
you
maybe
might
he
want to
didn't
try
see
to
it.
knock him down first before you. So you have advantage on this attack roll, Mike.
Okay.
And you get an extra 1d4 from the bless.
True. Plus, that's a total of 18
That'll hit.
to hit. Oh my
Eh? 13 points of damage.
Alright.
And he's now glowing.
Right. So the next guy to attack him, which will be one of the thugs now, will run up and try to hit him and get advantage. Although they already have advantage from the hawk thing.
You got double advantage though.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I actually saw a game where they used that.
What?
Oh.
Double advantage and double disadvantage. You rolled three die 20 instead of 2.
I don't have. Well, I do have 3 die 20. I just have to break out some more dice.
But double disadvantage would be nasty though, because
Right?
you have to take the lowest of 3 dice.
No, just keep rolling till you miss.
So was he still alive after I hit him with that?
Yeah. So one of the thugs hits him. The first one does. Second thug also hits him. Oh, the first thug's second attack also hits him, I should say. For another.
I think we're going to be really glad we brought thugs.
Yeah, probably.
Just what I foresee.
Second thug hits once and twice. For not very much damage.
This poor guy's getting pounded by everybody.
Right? The third thug notices that everybody is swinging at the guy and swings at his horse and takes it out from underneath him, where he uses his attempt to make his dexterity save, and not 20's it, so he stays standing. Okay,
Wow, it actually did a good roll for once when we didn't need it.
yep. Lygeia,
See, that means the dice are kind. They're getting it out of the way when it doesn't matter.
It did matter. We needed to knock him
Well,
prone.
No, the dice did really well when it wasn't a roll that was related to one of us.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dad is prone.
Lygeia, it's your turn.
Yes. All right, I am going to jump at him and try to bite him.
Okay, you have advantage.
23.
That'll hit. Oh, and you also had the D4 extra, but you know.
Right, that was with the D20 and the D4.
Okay.
And damage 8.
You notice when you bite into him that your teeth seem to have trouble biting through his armor. So, not that it matters because he's dead in 2 HP, but you know, whatever. The Bugbear runs up and with advantage swings and hits.
Boom. This is gonna hurt.
2d12. He
Plus a
literally,
D4.
yeah. So he knocks the guy down, squishing him instantly.
Blood just goes.
I knew we should have interrogated him before we knocked him down.
Hey, Patrick,
Yes?
what's your investigation?
Terrible.
Okay, never mind.
All right. So, because it's getting late, I'll assume that you guys check the bodies because they have glowing stuff on them.
Yes, we checked the bodies for glowing things.
So you find a Trident of Fish Command.
What's that?
It's a trident that allows you to command fish.
Okay.
Aquaman.
Yeah. A Staff of the Adder.
Which is
A staff that transforms into an adder.
with the adder.
That's a snake.
Snake.
Okay.
A poisonous snake.
Do you control the adder?
Yes.
Yoink.
An Ever-Smoking Bottle, which is a bottle that if you unstopper it, generates smoke infinitely. And Adamantine Scale Armor.
Wow. Now that is worth something.
Yeah. That was probably the top end item from them. So,
I hope someone wrote those all down.
if you didn't, I can give it back to you guys before the end of, or before the beginning of next session.
That armor's probably worth more than what we're actually getting paid to do this.
Probably.
Let's see. I think it's not that rare, is it? It might be. Because it was the high-end roll. Adamantine armor. It's only uncommon.
So how much is it worth?
Let's see. Uncommon. magic items or whatever this is. It's just armor made out of adamantium, but it's still
Which is
considered a
what?
magic item.
It's a staff of the python?
Staff of the Adder.
Oh.
Let's see, Volo's Guide. No, not Volo's Guide. Xanathar's.
I'll snatch the ever smoking bottle.
Hey, now.
No?
You-
Okay.
You gonna hit the bottle?
Where is this? Downtime Revisited, maybe? Magic items. Yeah, there we go. So it's worth, looks like it's 400 GP.
And how much are we getting paid for this job?
I think it was 300 GP.
300
Yeah, it's worth
crowns.
100 more than what we.
Yeah, but we were getting 300 apiece though.
Yeah.
Do we have anyone that can wear it?
Yeah.
Yep.
The cleric can wear it, for sure.
Put it on the bugbear.
Oh, yeah. The Bugbear can wear it.
Yeah, what's so special about it?
It negates critical hits.
I'll take it.
I
I
support the
like
notion
our
of putting it on the
bugbear
cleric.
friend, but I'll take it. In fact, I'll trade in my scale mail for it.
Which is what this is. It's adamantine scale, so...
But mine is just regular.
Right.
Does it affect armor class at all, or
No,
Is
it's not a plus of any kind. It's just a scale mail that's... So it does affect armor class, like it's still scale mail.
right? But my armor class would be the same.
Right.
I just can't get critically. I just can't get critted now,
Correct.
which is a plus.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Considering I almost got critted once tonight already.
Right?
You know what would be really sick?
What?
Bugbear crit.
Yeah.
4d12.
That nice.
All right.
As long as it's against somebody else.
Yeah. All right. So I hope everybody had fun tonight. I know I did.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
So
I
if we
got to
took out
keep them.
3 now, that's either 12 we got left to go, or possibly 12 left to go,
Or 8.
or
Yeah.
We've
Or 8.
killed 6.
we got 8 to go. One of the two. Depends on if it was 15 count of the 4 we killed already, or it was 15 not counting the 4.
Yep. So everybody, please subscribe to us. Press the like button. Give us a comment. Check out our Facebook. Check out our Twitter. Check out our Discord. They're all up on screen right now. We'd love to talk to you. And yeah.
And please tune in next week for the next Fallen Dragons episode,
Yep.
where they're still trying to get into the Blood Lotus Temple, and for some reason are still having difficulty.
All right. Thanks for spending your time with us tonight, and I hope that you come watch us again.
Thank you
Goodbye.
for joining us.
Nice.
See you next time.
Good night. Next time.
See ya.